Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft and the journey to a redstone computer. Now today we're going to go over the final step towards understanding the basis to build every logic circuit in Minecraft. Now, right in front of you, you're going to see the K-map for the AND gate, and we're going to get to that later, but we're also going to go over something very special, and it's called DeMorgan's Theorem. This is how you can use every logic gate in Minecraft. So stay tuned, and we're going to get right to it. So everyone, let's start with some quick review today. First, we have the circuit that we just did recently, which is the NOT gate or the inverter gate, which is basically just going to switch your input. So if you input a 1, you're going to get a 0, and if you input a 0, you're going to get a 1. This also works true false, if you remember, or anything that is binary, meaning it only has 2 states, on, off, like this. Then you have the OR gate. This is the first one that takes multiple inputs and condenses them down into one output. And for an OR gate, it basically says that any input turns this thing on. So OR and just like that. Oftentimes we do only use 2 inputs, and you're actually going to see why we do that today. So let's crack on to the main topic of the video, which is the AND gate. Now, if you look at it, all we can tell is from our K-map that's A and B. Like, that's it. That's all our K-map tells you, because as far as things are on, this is our only group that is a power of 2, right? Which is 1. 2 to the 0 equals 1. So maybe we should try something different. Well, what if we tried to look at what this is not? Now, usually what I would do is I'd take these black stone slabs to tell you that something is knotted. But this doesn't work well using blocks, so we're actually going to switch to equations today. So this is kind of the general notation for an equation. So you notice that there's an A with a little dash beside it. That means that it's not A. A plus B is actually A or B, so that would be the 2 circuits that we've already gone over. And then you'll notice there's an A that's right beside a B, that is AND, so A and B. So right here, you'll see not A and B. Well, we're going to see why. Right here, what you need to do. Right here, you'll see that A and B is kind of the same as not A or not B, knotted. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but let's just look at our K-map real fast. So let's look at for our groups of 2 first, of what A and B is not. What we get to not get A and B. Well, let's see here. It would be not A, or, which is this block here, not B. Well, now looky there. And just to double check, this is a group of 2, which is the only thing that does not change is not B. And this is a group of 2, where it's not A. And if you guys are interested in K-maps, I do have a video that is in the playlist that'll be linked at the end of the video, as well as maybe right here in the whole iCard doodad thing that I really don't understand how to do yet. Kind of sad. But yeah, that is the basis of DeMorgan's Theorem. What it tells you is that with the AND and OR operator, if you not that, here's all you do. You flip whatever it is, so if it's an OR, you change it to an AND. If it's an AND, you change it to an OR, and then you not its inputs. So like right here, this A not or B not knotted is the same as A and B, because if you not something twice, it's the same input, right? If you have not a cookie, it's not 1, then it's 1, right? And so that's a pretty simple statement, but let's actually try to build this in a circuit. Maybe this will make it a little bit more clear for you guys. So we have, without levers, of course, because I don't prep for videos, haha. But right here we have the circuit that we just showed. A and B right here, and we got not A, not B, or together, and then you not that. And, well, let's look. That's the same thing as we have here. So I guess if I flip both, just one lever, nothing happens. If I flip both levers, hey, we got something. And let's just, I think I did that one, so let's just for proof. Okay, so that is how you build an AND gate. This seems a little chunky. Let's make it smaller. So, let's grab you, and you. These are the only 3 types of blocks you're gonna need. And guess what? You're not gonna need many of them either. Bop, bop. Nope. Bop, bop, bop. And then if you just grab any input that you want, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, good, good, good. Hey, hey, hey. And that is the basic AND gate. This is the most simplistic version you're ever going to see. So, maybe there's some other ways to do this. Well, I actually have a few right here. So not only can you do torch-based, and maybe later we'll show some observer-based versions, you can also do block movement-based. So this might be like blocking a redstone input. So right here, I have a simplistic circuit that basically what it happens is if this lever's pulled, it's not going to power our output, which is right here. So if I just grab one of these, this is our actual output. These are used just to kind of show some things that you could maybe try to do with observers, but I'm not showing for this video. So that doesn't get to our output. So if you flip this lever though, this lamp right here gets put into place and then goes to our output. Flip this again, everything turns off. Now, this one can be used for something similar that I'm going to show you, but there are reasons why you might want to use this. And right here is a perfect example. So let's say that you have a creeper farm and you have this lever right here, which turns it on and off. Okay, so that goes to the output to tell your creeper farm, hey, I want to kill creepers. And then up here is a lever to tell you whether you want to keep the gunpowder. Let's say you just have a very narrow storage system and you don't want it to get really backed up. So what you're going to do is send the excess gunpowder into a lava cell or maybe a junk storage or something like that. Well, now you might have, oh, moon's on, that's cool. You might have where when this lever's on, if this one turns on, then this output's telling your storage system to destroy all of your gunpowder because it's all the way full. This is the top chest or whatever, and you have a comparator that goes into it and turns this torch right here. As long as there's an input of 1, it should be good. That's just like a short example of why you might want to use it. There are several other reasons. And this is going to get into some bonus content that I'm going to share in just a moment. But let's go ahead and do some quick review. So today we went over the basic AND gate and how to design that, which is really simple. Don't think I need to give you much of a tutorial. 3 blocks, 3 torches, and a redstone dust, and you are set. Some more advanced piston-based AND gates, as well as DeMorgan's Theorem, and how to do redstone logic using equations. Now, right here, I have one last equation that I'm going to show you. You'll see not A and B and C is equivalent, or the not of A and B and C is equivalent to not A or not B or not C. And just think about it for a moment. Take a minute to just kind of think about it. If you're trying to look for everything being on, well, one of them's off, then it's not on, right? So, and I would also encourage you, put an equation down below, and I'll respond with a DeMorgan's solution to the not of it. So like this one right here, and I would put this right here. Put that down in the comments, and I'll respond, okay? And then finally, the last bit that I want to share of why this is so important, and why you should stay tuned to the next video, if you're in the playlist especially, is because the next part is actually going to be the last stage before we start looking into something called an ALU. Now, you might not be familiar with that, but it's actually a core component of your CPU in your computer. This is kind of like the heart or the brain of a computer. It operates it, it runs it, and it makes things good and fun and wonderful for your computer, makes it run awesome stuff. It does all the arithmetic and logic for your computer. And the AND gate is kind of half of it, and then an XOR gate is the other half. You might add other gates in just to do more elaborate things like shifts and all these other cool bits, but that's the basis. But without further ado, this is Negative Light, signing out, and God bless y'all.